At Bellingham Christian, we partner with families. And really, we're partnering with families who are partnering with God. The story that God's writing in each family and student's heart. Join me as we follow one of those families whose story is still being written to this day.
Hello, we're the Marstons. I'm Marvin.
And I'm Dottie Jean. We have 2 daughters and we've had 8 grandkids. 4 of them have gone to the Christian school, and both of our daughters also. We're still very involved with church and with the school here.
And it has been a delight to watch as our daughters grew and went through the different grades at Bellingham Christian School, that in about the 5th grade, they began having their own faith walk for themselves. In other words, we'd catch them in their bedrooms reading the Bible, and they had their own prayer times, not just family worship times. And they carried that on clear through high school, college, and to the present. And that thrilled my soul to see that happening. An opening occurred in the faculty at Bellingham Christian School, and so she was accepted as a teacher there, and it was really delightful to watch as she got to go back to the place where she had been taught and to become a teacher.
Hi, my name is Janelle Berschauer, and I've been a teacher here at BCS for the last 6 years, but my journey with BCS began long before that. So I started coming to BCS in kindergarten. I was here through 8th grade. So I am so grateful that my own parents chose to send me to BCS, because it allowed me to see that connection between our church and our home and the education I was receiving, that it was all through a biblical worldview. And then I went on and pursued Christian University, and that's where I learned how to become a teacher. And so it's been exciting to see that come back, where I can now teach in a Christian setting and have the freedom to share that with students. Then a job opportunity came up, and Mr. Cunningham asked if I would be interested in coming here to teach math in the middle school. It's been a joy to get to work at BCS, and especially to have my own children be here too.
We have also been delighted at seeing the growth of our grandchildren that have been able to attend Bellingham Christian School as well. And when they come home with their enthusiasm of what they learned that day or what projects they're working on at school, it's been a joy to see that in that next generation of our precious ones.
And they just love going to school.
So coming here to work was a joy to bring my own children here and to give them the opportunities that I had experienced as a student myself.
Hi, my name is Isaac Berschauer. I'm a senior currently at Meridian High School. I think that my time at BCS really impacted me in 3 separate areas, academically being kind of an obvious one, socially and spiritually being 2 really big ones. Academically, one of the nicest things was that I felt so prepared coming out of BCS that when I was in high school, I felt like I was well enough prepared in my academic circles that I could really invest in my social and spiritual circles. Socially, the evidence of that is so clear to me because every day I go to school with friends still in high school that I went to middle school with that I would consider to be my best friends.
The peer encouragement that our daughters had when they attended school, and as I see our grandchildren having, that they are in class with kids that are really strong in their faith, and so they know they're not alone, and they are encouraged by being a part of a group that is pursuing what God has for them in their futures. That is priceless to me.
BCS also did something for me in my spiritual growth that I really feel like nowhere else has done, and that is to establish how important my relationship with God was, my personal relationship with God, not just how I go to church on Sundays, but more than that, how I commune with God and how my prayer life looks, and really just digging into what it means to be a Christian. They have tied in so much to my spiritual investment as well. In Matthew 28, where he tells us to go to all nations and make disciples. I think that all 3 of these elements, my school, my family, and my church, have so heavily reinforce this idea that this is the pinnacle of what it means to follow Jesus, and that this is what we all are called to do. Every part of my life starts to come together because the school was so well intertwined with my family and my church settings.
I love that BCS is a part of building a rich foundation in our kids' lives during these years where it really, really matters. There's really, truly no greater joy for a parent than to see them begin to make those choices for themselves and desire to live the life God's called them to.
One of the things that God showed me in my Bible reading a while back was that before Jesus was tested in the wilderness, he was baptized and he heard from his Father, "You are my beloved Son in whom I am well pleased." And from that, I gleaned that it was very important for me to affirm the spiritual giftedness and faith walk of each of my children and grandchildren. And I see this happening not just from us, their parents or grandparents, but also from the teachers at Bellingham Christian School, that their faith walks are being affirmed and encouraged. And that gives them strength to live righteously in this present world.
And to have the three biggest influences in your life all pushing you in the same direction of spiritual growth, it's just something that you really can't put words to it. It's clear to me that without these influences, without my church and my family and my school, that I wouldn't be the same person that I am today. It's a scary thought, but it's also a happy thought because I'm able to look back on this and say, these people got me to where I am, and these people are pushing me to where I'm going.
And it was just really great to see them growing and learning from the same kind of environment that I had enjoyed, where home and church and school were singing in harmony with the same profession of faith, the same God-honoring goals. And that's something that helped grow my faith as a kid, and it's been a gift to be able to see that take root in my own children.
There are so many challenges for our children growing up in this world today, and we're delighted that we can be a part of the Christian school program that presents so much better support and hope for the future. We believe that among these children that are attending there are going to be future leaders of the church and of our community, and we are grateful for the opportunity to pray for them.
And we just give that completely to God, that he has been so faithful. Great is his faithfulness.
I will forever be appreciative of that and in all of their debt. So thank you, BCS. Thank you to all of the people that have invested in the school, into my church, and thank you to my family for pushing me to be the best that I can be and to show the light of Jesus anywhere that I can go.